Hello and welcome to Magical Marker, a game of Dungeons and Dragons and drawings. We're a bunch of cartoonists and illustrators who won't just be playing the game, but doodling what happens along the way. It's a PG-13 story of teens and tweens on their first big adventure on their own. Let's introduce our cast. Let's start off with Boya.
Hello, I am Boya. I play a character named Bug, and he's a bugbear warlock.
And let's go over to Priscilla.
Hi, I'm Priscilla. I play Isburiel, who is a 17-year-old half-elf bard.
And Caitlin.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I play Zip, who is a drow fighter, and she's 16 years old.
And Matt.
Hello, I'm Matt. I play Swell. He's a 15-year-old Water Ganassi cleric.
And I'm your Dungeon Mancer, Brian. I'm currently running the party's NPC companion, Sutran, a magically animated severed hand of a spellcaster from decades ago, who is searching for her other hand so she can magic herself back a body. Previously, our heroes had partied hard in the graveyard and abandoned mines of Thunderroot, a tropical town known for its bright dyes. Oh. Is it the right one I'm reading here? No, sorry. Our heroes are on the tropical island of Sleeping Thunder, named for its two large volcanoes that occasionally spit lava, but mostly stay eruption-free. Our heroes started their adventure by being teleported into the tomb of King Nevo, from which they made their way down the volcano, to the town of Thornwall, then the town of Phantomwall, to the lair of the recently deceased wizard Dormir Strongsoul, and most recently the village of Thunderroot, but are now backtracking their way back up the volcano. Our adventurers have discovered that their mentors have been trapped in the crystalline headdress of a titan that is a combination of all the titans that their masters had slain years ago. The kids suspect that whoever's behind this may have been up to no good on this island, and are looking to investigate the volcano itself for clues. The lava from the mountain still glows purple from the giants whose fragments were melted inside it. Last session, the heroes had just arrived in Phantomwall with 3 teenage tagalongs, which is where we pick up today's game, among the village of far-scrying Tabaxi nerds. So, as you guys re-enter the town, you see one of your old, I wouldn't say buddies, but one of the people you knew. He's the guy that's wearing the rainbow-colored scarf. You guys remember him?
Vaguely.
Long dusk sky scarf. And he is his scarf is all the colors of sort of a setting sun, and he's like, "Oh, you've returned. Welcome back. You guys didn't have much luck in Thunderroot?"
Well, do you have a place we can stay? A nice bed for a night and some kind of what am I doing? And some kind of food or dinner would be amazing.
Well, I'm sure we can find a place for you to set up a hammock.
Also, we need to speak with your seers and go look at the volcano.
Well, I'm one of our seers.
Then excellent.
I suppose you could stay in Twin Cleaving Blade's home. The whole family have gone off with stinging nettle.
Well, that makes sense. It's too bad. I would have liked to have seen Whispering Axe and her parents again, but I suppose this Cleaving Blade will do.
Yeah, I don't know if the place is big enough for all of you, but some of you could stay there, and then I don't know. People are here pretty laid back. I mean, there's a lot of you now. There's more than before. And he introduces himself
right.
to
I
the
forgot
3
about
new
that.
teens,
Yeah.
who Dresdick, Proc, and Yarva.
Mm.
And all right. So, what did you want to see the seers about? Like, what sort of questions you got? What's going on?
Well, we have suspicions that. So apparently there was a titan that was sealed in the volcano here. Our master slew or sealed away a titan, and it seems to have broken free. So we wanted to see if there's anything left in that area. But figured it would make more sense to ask if you could see anything before we actually trek up there and make our way around the zombies.
Yeah, we want to do some reconnaissance before we go up, if that's okay. So
You know that song about the and he Espuriel breaks in two. You know the refrain about the Titan that was slain in the unknown Titan Slayers. Just a little bit of it. And it says that one.
Your friend Dresden joins in. He starts joining in with the song when you start singing it, and then when you sort of peter off, you go, yeah. And it feels a little awkward for joining in. But Scarf looks at you and goes, don't know that song, no. Never heard it before.
Oh, right, you never get out.
I mean, yeah.
Well, anyway, that's what we want to look at.
There might be somebody here who's, I mean, Barrel of Snakes likes music, and they'll listen to music a lot. So if you have any questions about music stuff, they might know more. But I don't really. I don't.
Isn't anyone more fun than that?
More fun than what?
Than the Barrel of Snakes?
I mean, he's a pretty fun guy, yeah.
If it'll do.
I think you're forgetting that we're in a town full of nerds. Zip says. Yeah. Loud enough so that he can hear it.
I suppose
Dresden
whatever
leans
gets an
over with
answer.
his snake head to evil elf and whispers, "Yeah, no kidding." Sorry, what was that, Squirrel?
Oh, it was just saying, well, whatever gets the job done, I suppose.
Well, so long as you're not really looking, if we're not using the big gem, any one of us can do some scrying on the island for you. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Do you want to do it then? You're here.
Sure. And
we'll promptly try to bully Sky Scarf into doing this.
Sky Scarf pulls out a hand mirror and says, "Where are we looking? Just all around the mountain? Volcano?"
Yes, the volcano specifically, I think. And he kind of looks at the others to see if they have any better idea.
Yeah, I mean...
Looks at the people who are native to Thunder...
Root.
What? Thunder Root, since they heard the song from there, if there was like any details or something.
Yarvis chimes in with, "I don't know if that's... You can look into the volcano itself. It sounds good, but I don't think there's any clues in the song. It says they dropped it in there."
I guess maybe just looking around the volcano mouth, and if not there, then expanding outward.
So he starts waving his hands around and making some purring cat noises, and Scarf starts, his eyes start turning different colors, and you can tell that he's scrying, even though you can't see anything in the mirror. You guys could see visions in the gem, because the gem seemed to be this big communal experience that everybody held hands and saw the vision together. But this is something that you can't look over his shoulder and see what he's saying. And he's saying, "Okay, it's still pretty mauve. Seeing little bits of bubbling. Every once in a while, we'll get like an explosion of something that'll come flying out. Little rocks come flying out here and there. It rained beryl here one time. It was pretty interesting. Not like the brown barrels, but with the wood, but like the gemstone. Anyways,
when was that?
A few years ago, and our elders were like, "Oh, this has happened before," and the kids from Thunderroot said, "Yeah, we've had that happen too. That's why we like mine stuff there. There's a lot of beryl here." I'm seeing like a lot of steam and smoke It doesn't look like it's in risk of erupting. It kind of hurts my eyes to look too much at it, so I'm sort of going around the outside crater part. Uh,
Are there any undead? Can you see any of them up there?
they usually don't wander up that high. I can start going down the mountain if you'd like.
Oh yeah, please, yeah.
Okay.
And if you see any sign of someone being in the area, or like a cave, a suspicious looking cave hole, or destruction.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen a couple of caves before. We know where some are, and they're usually like there's a chimera that lives in one, and there's some other animal things that are living in the caves. There's a wall along like a sheer sort of where it's a little more sheer. There's like a whole bunch of parrots that just love the vines that are there, and they eat all the bugs and stuff. It's really quite amazing. But I don't know what's if there's anything that seems particularly nefarious, unless you think there are a bunch of parrots that are behind this.
I mean, I once knew a
Could
really
be
cheeky
even
parrot, but they were like 6 foot tall.
Oh, like an Aarakocra.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Colorful feathers and everything.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them over in one of the towns here. And let me tell you what the name of it is. Wide Nest. Yeah, it's sort of near the middle of this island.
What was it? Sorry.
Wide Nest.
Wide.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm looking around. I do see there are the yellow vines that make the zombies, and I see the zombies roaming around. A lot of them are animals. There's like jaguar zombies, and there's a minotaur and some tabaxi and dwarves. There's some elves. They went on an expedition long time ago, I guess. They're a lot of these are, I mean, they're zombies. That's the word we use, but they're almost more like skeletons because the stuff has fallen off the bone
Right.
with the heat. I bet they smell pretty bad. Never gone up close. Luckily, we can't scry smell.
But you said there's elves. There's elves on the mountain.
There were some that went up there that came. We watched them leave, come all the way from the north coast and come exploring down here. From what I have seen, is they try to do a lot of business here. Yarva chimes in with, yes, they're mostly the ones who are buying our exports of dyes and gemstones. We do a lot of business with the elves.
But they're well up around the volcano itself.
I guess some of them have. They go exploring a lot of different places, wherever they think they might make some coin. Find a way to take their land back from the hags that rule it now.
What about the bookworm? Where does the bookworm live?
We've looked for the bookworm, and I mean, she tells us that she lives up there, but we can't find it. So it's obviously covered by some sort of magic or something. Not like the way that you guys are. Like when we try to scry you, it's just all dark. It's more like Dormir's lair, where we try to look at it and we just can't. Dormir's, we couldn't really go inside. That was the thing. It's like something stopped us from going inside. That might be the case here, or it might be some sort of illusionary magic that's covering it, or maybe just not necessarily illusionary, but just camouflaged in some way. But yeah, we've never spotted it.
And they never gave you any like way to contact them. You need to reach out, or
No, they just come back every once in a while and have ask for books.
Has a man with orange hair passed through here?
Oh no, he didn't come here, but we did
Oh, you
see
seen
a
him?
guy with orange hair, probably like a year ago.
What did? Can you draw him or show him to us?
I can't show him to you. I wonder if we could use the big gem for that. I mean, I can't show you with this thing, but I mean, it might be hard. Do you know his name?
We've heard Dunk. I know I have it in my notes, but do I remember the first name that we heard about an orange-haired man?
If you wrote it down, then I'm going to say that there's a chance that you can remember it now that you're being asked about it, so you can do a history check. Does Euseborial keep a journal?
He has a journal that he does a lot of. I don't know if he does a daily journal, as in like, this is what happened to me today. But like about his feelings, and that he writes poetry and stuff in.
Is
I don't know if that's
Euseborial the type of character that would like jot that thing down? Right.
Probably not, yeah.
Okay, so then we'll do a history check.
Okay. 16.
Well, the 16, you can remember that you were given a different name, and was somebody with orange hair and orange eyes, and it was described as being long, not curly. Not like it may have been long and curly, or the other person's hair that was curly may have been long as well, but you've heard two different descriptions of the hair.
Okay. Well, can you... Wait, sorry, did he describe him right now, as in, like, the short curly hair? Or
He has not described this guy.
Okay.
He just
Can
says-
you... For a moment, then, can you just describe what he looks like?
Yeah, I guess, his eyes turn back to normal, and he's put the mirror down, and he thinks, I guess he was, had sort of long straight hair and kind of a bit of an overbite and a lot of freckles, pale complexion. I think might have been half elf, and wore very camouflagey colored clothes, like sort of patchwork of greens and browns. A lot of loose-fitting garments, I guess, to be airy. Had a backpack, a belt. When we saw him, he seemed to be looking for something. He was always searching around, investigating, looking for stuff. Had a sort of like a magnifying glass type thing that they would use to look for stuff. Couldn't see through the magnifying glass. I don't think you can double scry. Or maybe you can. Maybe it wasn't scrying. I don't know what it was.
How old did he look?
Ooh, I'd say in his mid-20s.
An old man.
Yeah.
Well, okay, no, half elf, not that old, but
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, I'm basing this mostly off of my knowledge of Tabaxi's age. I don't know how old elves really get to be.
Well,
At which point, Yarva is saying, that is not the guy that came to our village. The guy that came to our village had like a frizzy mop of orange hair and had like more of a darker complexion. And yeah, he was not half elf. He was more like half dwarf.
did he have what, camouflage type clothes with a backpack and a belt?
No, he had some of the like local clothes, like very bright, garish colors. Big high pants like Zip and, well, most people wear. Yarva wears clothes that are not necessarily of the fashion of this area because she's traveled. She's not necessarily into the local style. She's like, somebody who's been abroad and brought some of that back with her.
Mm. Did you see him for more than an hour at a time, by any chance?
Uh,
Or more than a few hours?
who's that question directed to?
Yarva.
Yeah, he came in he partied with us for an evening.
And he looked mid-20s-ish? Or whatever the equivalent is for half-dwarfs, I suppose.
Younger.
Younger?
Yeah.
Like our age?
Yeah, it's hard to say. He looked. You know how dwarves have long beards? He was mostly scrabbly. Not all dwarves have beards, but it's one of those things, part of their culture. And a lot of them grow it out, but he looked like he was having some trouble getting his first beard going.
Okay.
The Tabaxi has arrived.
Okay, so hold on. Are we looking for two people then, or just the one? And what does this bookworm look like?
Oh, both Yarva and Scarf sort of start talking with each other, and not going to do both voices at the same time, jumping back and forth, but they're basically confirming that she is a pretty young woman with long red hair, has a big wide-brimmed wizard hat, and is upbeat and friendly, a little bit awkward, like socially awkward around people.
Okay, and that's
And
different.
then they say,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
the Tabaxi says a little bit socially awkward, and Yarva says, I'd say more than a little bit.
Okay, and that's different to the description of the other person with the long red hair.
You've heard long orange hair versus she has bright red hair, like fire engine red, like the type of bright red hair that dwarves traditionally have, or you would get from dyeing your hair. It's unusual to see it on somebody. She's elven.
Okay. And none of these people sound like any of the members of the Titan Slayers?
That's correct.
Did this orange-haired one in whatever film he looked in, did he have a noticeable accent?
Well, the Scarf would say that they didn't hear them really talking. They just watched them looking around, and so they weren't the type of person to be saying, well, what have we got over here? Oh, it's so hot today. Like, they didn't have that constant narration, so they didn't hear their voice. But I would say that Yarva says that they had a strange accent that was somewhere sort of Glass Dominion-y dwarf area, Gempire voice, and a little bit the Silic Kingdom. So a little bit like East Boreals, but not full on.
Zip's gonna ask the Tabaxi, do you know how the Titan Slayers confined a Titan to the volcano? You know that story, right?
Yeah, I guess I've heard the. I guess, yeah, the elders here would have seen that and told us about it. So yeah.
Can you see where it is in the volcano?
No, it basically melted.
Oh.
Or sunk. I don't know. Wasn't bubbling on the surface when I just peeked now, but it is hard to look at it.
Okay.
Possible that they were gifted as well, and maybe they could change their appearance.
There is a fair amount of illusion that will do such a thing. It's not even very hard, to be honest. But if that's so, then why not change their color too? It could just be a different person anytime.
Yeah, I don't think we're dealing with the same person in each instance. I think the bookworm's a person. I think orange mop of hair is a person, and long red hair is a person. So there's at least
It's long. It was long orange. There are two people with orange hair,
Orange hair, orange eyes.
there's at least 3 people.
or two descriptions with orange hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think the bookworm is necessarily related to this orange colored person. I am skeptical as
I'm
to whether
inclined
the
to agree, yeah.
orange person is the same or not. Can't tell.
And which one of those gave the flute to
It was fuzzy.
The curly-haired dwarven one.
and that's the one that was wait, hold on. I'm having an aneurysm trying to remember who's
That was the one that gave the flute to.
yeah. Okay. And did they
And
stop
the
it?
suspiciously racist music.
Yes, yeah.
Both
The
of them did.
half dwarf.
Yeah.
Both of them were spreading that because whoever the orange long-haired one was spreading it in Thornwall, the Minotaur town.
Right.
Oh, I didn't remember that bit.
Yeah, I forgot that too.
Just the name.
Okay.
It just seems weird all around. I mean, I don't know that there's much we can do about that one right now. We have 2 descriptions. I guess we can ask if we hear about any other suspicious orange people. Anyway, it also seems that the volcano doesn't have anything of interest going on right now. So
This is Swell trying to connect the red string, like the theory of like, who are these people?
And then he's holding the red string and he realizes, oh man, I should have used blue string or something. This is going to confuse me even further.
They're all the same person. It's
Yeah.
different disguise.
They're really
Well,
just...
yes. So should we even? I guess we shouldn't even bother going to the volcano. Seems like it'll be a waste of time.
maybe.
I mean, the only thing is we could find the bookworm, but
Right.
I don't know.
I am also of 2 minds about whether that's enough of a reason to go.
yeah. If only we could get a lead on exactly where she is, so we're not just walking around hoping to bump into her.
We've been unable to scry her specifically. Like when we decide we want to look for her, we can't find her. We've been able to see her if we're scrying somebody else she's talking to.
Maybe
So we
she's
could-
gifted too.
We can spend some time trying to find her, see if she's somewhere on the island.
Yeah.
Possibly worthwhile.
Yeah. Why not? I guess.
How badly do we
Oh.
want to talk to her? Is
Or
it
we could
worth-
hold the book fair and just have her come to us.
Hey.
You guys got some books?
I'm sure we can write some. She takes journals and diaries too, no?
Foxy's just starts popping books out.
We do have all of those books
Yeah, we did.
from,
Yeah.
from the Wizard's Lair.
That's true.
We would just need to advertise it and give her time to travel over.
Yeah.
Well,
If
she's
we
not gonna- if she can scry, she's not going to be able to scry them.
Because they're with us.
Yeah. But I don't know. If you have all of us looking over the island, it might take us some time, but if you're resting anyways, we might be able to get a lead.
I don't think we can... I don't know if we have the time to spare. I think either we got to head up that mountain, we got to take action, or we got to go to the... Go get a ship over to see Bright One. and see if she's okay and tell her, because
Should we maybe, if we can use the mirror once a day, maybe we should do that to check on, Brett.
Britta Bright
Blah.
brush wand or something like
Yes.
Brush wand, because she uses
Brenda.
her wand like a brush.
yes, brush wand.
Yes. Yes, that's a good idea actually. You mean use
She's
the
on
gem?
a different island. Is the other thing.
Use the gem. We can use the gem,
Right.
or they could use the gem.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna have to do a choice here. Like, we can do the one big one, using the big thing, and that takes a lot out of us, and we won't be able to use the small gems for our scrying devices for looking for the bookworm, or we can do the bookworm. Or if you have another plan, we're open to another plan. But just letting you know that it takes a lot out of us to do the big gem.
What?
Well, I think big gem is like we will get it for sure. We'll get some sort of answer, and then because we might not get an answer if they just look blindly for her.
Yeah.
So
Like,
Least amount of time wasted, at least, so we don't have to hassle them too much.
we do know that we
Yeah.
have to go find brush wand eventually anyway. I'm not so sure
Yeah.
about the bookworm.
yeah.
Do we
Let's
still,
find her.
Do we still want to go up the volcano? Because if we're
Let's
going that
decide
way,
after. Let's decide after we see where she is.
all right.
I mean,
Was
I
it-
thought
She's
that
at the
we were
volcano.
going up the volcano to see where our masters locked the Titan away.
Yeah, that's what
If
I
there
thought.
were any
too.
clues, but it didn't look like there was anything, like some kind of disturbance or clues or anything from what Sky Surkoff saw or described. Unless you're lying to us. Are you lying to us?
No, I mean,
Okay.
I don't
I mean,
think that, not knowingly.
So wait, our masters threw the Titans into the volcano,
Hmm.
or all of the Titans, or just one?
Just one.
Just
Just
one.
the
Okay.
purple crystalline giant.
And then the giant. Wait, but the volcano didn't destroy the giant. It's just in the volcano.
Well, they shattered it into pieces and dropped the pieces into the volcano, and then thought it was a done deal and left. And nobody's seen it until you guys have seen that sort of combination of three things.
And once in a
So-
while, there's a outburst of gems.
Yep, of the light green barrels. But then there's they shoot out rocks and stuff every once in a while, sometimes too. There's never been like a huge lava thing in like probably hundreds of years.
Is it the barrels? Are they part of the Titan, or is it just a normal?
If they are, they've changed color
Okay,
because the barrel
Right.
is a green
It's green,
gem
and
and
then
it was a purple,
Titan's purple.
and the lava's still purple. It didn't used to be purple.
But now it's still purple. I mean,
Wait, the
Yeah.
lava is purple now after the Titan went in?
Okay. I think then the Titan's still in there, so maybe we're not. Maybe we're not dealing with that Titan. Oh, this is
Maybe
making my head
that's-
hurt.
Maybe that thing we saw is a chimera of some sort that was constructed for the purpose of being some kind of ironic snapback at our masters.
Maybe it's the
Instead of an actual
sons
resurrection.
or daughters of the Titans that they slew, and they all ganged up together, and they're out for revenge.
they transform together.
Yeah.
Which
Swall's
of them
like,
from the head?
Which point
Oh.
Dresdick leans over to you, Zip, and says, "This guy totally would have lots of cool conversations with those nerds back in Thunderroot. You know those guys who are all talking like the philosophy of what a Titan is and all those nerds.
Oh, right.
The ones he was talking to at the party.
Wait, are you talking about Swell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's being a nerd. He's nerding out.
Don't be mean to my friends, all right? And
Oh.
then I'm gonna like shuffle away from him. closer to swell.
Well,
Oh. He
As,
looks kind of uncomfortably away.
so as Zip gets closer, I'll turn to her and I'll say, I don't think we need to go up the volcano, because if the lava's still purple, then that means the Titan's still inside it. Unless something survives of it and someone like came and grabbed it, or like...
Can I do a history check to see how much I know about the Titans? Like what Titus would have told me?
Sure.
Oh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I just really trusted you.
Well, talk amongst yourselves for a second while I look up
Okay.
a few details here for you.
He told you so much about it, it actually got a little bit into TMI territory. I was
uh,
like, yeah, I just remembered being so terrified that I had to go to the bathroom like 5 times.
Let me tell you, Zip, I may have soiled myself while I was fighting that Titan. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I'm like, oh God, why?
This is like young
When-
Zip as well.
I went in my shell. He's a turtle.
And
You remember that its name is the Many-Armed Annihilator. No, sorry, that's the Kraken. This one was called the Bramble Jewel. And it had lots of spikes on it that snared people. And it also people got trapped inside of it, and they would smash them free. And they were fighting it in the Gempire, and then they opened a portal and teleported it over here because they thought this might be a place to dispose of it. Because when they cut like something off, it sort of regrew, like its arm reformed, and they're like, well, let's just drop it in a lava thing, and then they're like, okay, but let's make sure everybody's out of it before we drop it in the lava. Yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so they teleported it over there and smashed it, and it dropped it in. And then the next day, no, not even the next day, like later that day, one of them teleported. That would be Flarg Five Wands, who is the wizardy one, teleported back, collected all of the gems, purple stuff that had smashed over in the Gempire, and went back and dumped that in the volcano as well.
okay.
And sorry if we've gone over this before, but do we know where the Titans come from? Are they summoned or are they natural? Do they breed?
They exist underground, and they lie dormant there, and then what brings them up is unknown, and where they come from is unknown,
Right.
at least to anybody you've ever spoken to. You've heard that there are theories. Some people say that they're things that existed on this planet before people were here. Some people say that they were aliens from other planets that crash landed here, for all sorts of different things.
okay, so if they smashed the Titan but didn't put it in the volcano, it would just go back together or regrow itself, mend itself.
That's my theory too. Is that he went back to collect the pieces, but didn't collect all of them, and there was still some left over. And someone grabbed a chunk and then held onto it until they had the knowledge on how to like resurrect it.
So the volcano only sort of melted the gem creature, but not. It wouldn't be able to destroy it completely, right? So it can still reform.
It's
Well, I
possible.
suppose-
I would say that what you would know about, or what some of you would know about regeneration, like if you're fighting a creature like a troll or some other creature that regenerates, if you use fire or acid, it stops it from being able to regenerate.
Yeah.
So it's possible it could still regenerate, and it might still exist, but it might not. You don't know.
If we take a scoop of the lava and then put some ice in it, and cool it down, does it become a baby Titan?
You have to blow on it, otherwise it's way too hot.
Yeah, we blow on it for a few days.
What are you going to pick it up in?
Foxy.
Just freehand
Yeah,
it.
Baxi. Scoop it with Baxi. With the no volcano rock. With the volcano rock.
Wouldn't that just, well,
Just gotta freehand that lava.
But lava cools, you know, when it reaches the surface, like
Yes.
when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out of the volcano, it cools.
Mm.
So what if like bits of the Titan are forming in like the cooled lava?
Yeah, but then they haven't been. No one's mentioned anything about that. Maybe we could look at that in the mirror. We could
Yeah.
look at cool lava in the mirror.
I
see
mean,
what
in
they look
theory,
like.
that sounds like it would work, but I think when the lava comes out, it's too spread out. Like, if it was all coming down into the one place and cooling, then sure, maybe. There's still going to be like a ton of impurities in there, like rock and minerals that weren't in there before. So I think the core structure of the Titan is just gone. But if there was a chunk of crystal, I think someone could have brought it back with just a chunk, maybe. And I'm racking, like,
Maybe the-
Sproul's racking his brains about, like, when he's seen, like, resurrection rituals cast, like, how much of a body did there need to be to bring someone back? Like, they had to be mostly there and, you know, not like more than a minute dead, or like other times they were like dead for like a few days before being brought back. But he can't. I don't think there's an instance where there was like someone's hand was left, and then they used that to resurrect a whole person. Like, I don't.
Except the hand that we have following us.
It's true.
Wait, maybe the elves who are mining the gems, maybe they would know something, or maybe they found a gem if that was a thing. If you think somebody
You think it's the elves that did
got
it?
a gem, maybe.
Can I do
I do
one
think
more
the-
check? Can I do a nature check to see if I know how chimeras exist? Are they made or are they born?
This is a question that came up in an earlier session.
Oh,
and
did
so
it?
I will tell you what you remember from this.
Okay.
So, from what you understand, they are not considered a natural animal now, but they're probably the experiment of wizards combining natural animals.
Okay.
So the act of connecting them into something has made them into something that book nerds would call a monstrosity. So if you're casting a spell and you can speak with animals, you can't speak with a chimera. If you cast, if you're like trained in fighting monstrosities, you'd be good at fighting a chimera. You wouldn't be good at fighting a lion.
Right.
Well, given the lack of any apparent thing going on around the volcano mouth, and the fact that this lava has presumably been leaking out and cooling, etc., for the last however many years, I do think it's probably worth trying to go back to leaving the island, or we'll be going by or through other towns so we can make more inquiries about the bookworm or the orange-tailed one.
Speaking of which, I was thinking you guys left last time without a good map. So we could get you guys a map if you want to see the sort of what's
yeah.
on the island.
Yeah, that would be really helpful. We probably should have asked that from the get-go.
Sure. Here,
Yeah.
let me see if I can wrestle one up for you.
So helpful. This guy had been talking to us for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just in the town
Just
square.
politely standing by as
Yeah.
we like talk about Titans and
Just-
volcanoes.
Yeah. Offering every information he could possibly.
Yeah. I imagine that the other Tabaxis are like, keep them busy.
Yeah.
Don't let them back.
Don't let them back in the town.
Okay.
He
So I think-
enjoys speaking with you.
I think maybe we should go up. Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Whoa!
Wow.
On the top layer. So the purple is your volcano. The red is I don't think that red line is mine. Maybe I just drew that by accident right now. There we go. So yeah, you are here in Phantom Wall. And you started in King Nevo's tomb. That is not on the map. I added that because you guys should know where that is, which is right below it here.
No, for some reason it's not
Area.
showing up on the stream. Don't know why.
Wait, can you put the can you put this on the map? The map.
Oh yeah.
tab.
Let's see if I put it on the map tab.
And then we can always look at it.
Sure. Edit.
This
Paste
is
file.
exactly what I need.
Sleeping Fire map. So they don't have anything marked on the other islands because they can't see any of the other islands. I'm going to create a new layer and draw on top of the map layer to show you where you guys have been.
I can see it in both browsers, but it's not showing up in either of.
Unusual.
Yeah, the bug with the software we're using. Sorry, gang.
That's weird. Like, what's the difference? Is it because it was like image
Pasted
dropped in? But we were able to do
Yeah.
that before. Is there another way to drop in an image? Or is that the usual way to drop in the image?
It's the usual way.
Yeah, it's the usual way.
Be a temporary bug.
So, but you can see what we're drawing.
Let me try importing. Did that make it better?
Is that on the map one or on the
Map one.
No,
Okay.
I've tried.
just-
I mean, are we streaming on the map screen? Because I'm just seeing the
I
talking
switched.
heads.
I switched it so people wouldn't see me doing technical things.
Yeah.
I will remove the map from the non-map one so we can draw and continue. We'll make sure that we tweet out the map. But in the meantime, feel free to
Oh, it's not
discuss what's on
satisfying
it.
to have a map.
Yeah, and it was such a good reveal. I want the people at home to see it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, gang.
But it's capturing the drawing normally?
The only thing I can think of is that maybe the picture is there's too much information for the
It's just overwhelmed. Twitch.
Yeah. Well, no,
I
not
feel like
Twitch.
we
I can't take it.
Yeah, it's all.
Or
yeah.
OBS. Yeah.
Yeah, OBS is wigging out.
Well.
That's
all
okay.
right, but
Oh,
So
we
they
can look
received
at
the
it
map
at
with
least.
much gratitude.
I did it.
I assume.
I made it work.
We can draw.
Oh
A
yay!
simple-
It's there.
We can draw a simple. Oh, is it?
Yeah, I got it. Don't
Oh,
know how
okay.
I did it.
That's awesome. Good job.
Good job.
Maybe you just needed a moment to load, or something.
Maybe it did. Yeah. Okay, so
Probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing we're not going to the volcano, considering the shape that would draw.
Yeah.
Wait. What's? So there's two volcano.
Yes.
Okay, but we were going to the purple one, which is where the. Okay, so we're not that far from it. I thought it was going
Right.
to be like 10 days or something to get there.
It's we're like right there.
So we were heading north, heading up to Rum Rumble. Is that right?
Yeah. Your other path would have taken you. I think where you were thinking about going was this direction, and supposedly right off the map, up there for a while, will take you to Britta Brushwand.
Well, If you're still open to scrying for us, I think. And he kind of looks around the rest and then says, I think the better option is to use the big gem mirror jelly thing to look in on Glitter Brushwand.
Yeah, if she's disappeared, then that means they are going after all the Titan Slayers, and then we gotta find out a way to contact them all somehow before like anything too bad happens.
Anyway, it is good that we asked you about the volcano. Otherwise, I think we would have spent more time chomping up there and fighting zombies and.
I mean, I still think
Wasting
it would
time.
be useful to see the place where they sealed away the last Titan. You know, in case we need to do it again.
Well, they just
Well,
went up
we-
there and tossed it into the open volcano, didn't they? Just boop. It's done.
Well, we saw it in our imagination when he told us about it.
I traveled there in my mind's eye.
Yeah, let's look at Britta.
All right. So you guys ask them to do that. They say, Dusk. It says, I'll get the guys together and I'll see if I can arrange it. You guys have some food, relax, and we'll have it ready in a little while.
Do we
And,
have
It's
anything
charmed.
of hers that we could give to them? I don't think we do they? Do we?
Don't think have we ever met her? Just heard about her.
Oh,
I feel like maybe I've met Auntie Britta once or twice, but only because I travel so much.
I would say that it's possible that you've met Britta because she lives in the Rainbow Archipelago,
Yeah,
and you travel about the Rainbow Archipelago. So
and I
sure,
definitely
I
call
consider.
her Auntie, like she's Auntie Britta. But
Sure.
do you want me
You
to
can-
roll for it or anything?
No, I mean we're building this world together.
Okay.
If you want to tell me what your relationship with her would be, like, you know, you got along with her, you didn't get along with her. She's an artist, and you're always doodling, so I think she would have been supportive of it and
Okay.
giving you art supplies.
I think Osprey's definitely more like my mother figure, but yeah, Britta's more like the cool auntie who like maybe sent me some, some candy or something and help me get into trouble. Whereas Osprey's like, don't do that. But
So she would have given you messy art supplies like oil pastels.
Yeah, probably.
what does she look like? Would it help if I make a drawing as if you describe her?
I have a drawing
Like-
of her to drop in,
Perfect.
so it'll just take me a second here to locate it.
Okay.
This is this will be like this. Well, we'll have a photograph of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, she got the tattoo
She's
sleeve and
definitely-
everything.
Definitely cool aunt's vibes.
Yeah, she's definitely an auntie type. Would I have met her before? Would she have come to our island?
I don't think she gets along with Titus quite as well as she gets along with Osprey.
I don't know if Titus gets along with many people.
So I don't know what you would say. If you have give me some reason why you would have visited the strange artsy bard.
I don't know. Maybe Mog and I got sent there when Titus was taking care of some turtle business or something and needed
Oh.
someone to look after us.
Sure. So you probably haven't seen her in a while. You were probably pretty young when that happened.
Yeah.
She has an art gallery on her island that is full of paintings of fantastical places and creatures that are from her adventures, and she's painted them. And to refresh your memory, while the Titan Slayers that you have apprenticed with they've decided that they will take on one apprentice and mentor them. She is of the mind, I will teach anyone and everyone who wants to learn this stuff. Come to my art gallery and I'll talk your ear off about all of these, creatures and places. And the other, well, there's Flark Five Wands, who is the wizard whose place you were visiting at the beginning. He took on an apprentice, Malkin, who was killed, saving you guys. And then there was Georgian, who was the path hunter. He was the guy that didn't want to take on any apprentices. I don't want to have nothing to do with that.
A question for you. Is she also a water Ganassi?
No, Triton.
Triton. Just in case there was some connection there.
Water related.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess we should decide if she's there. Should we go there, or I don't know. I don't know what we should do now. I'm kind of lost, guys.
I thought we had decided that we were going to go find her.
Okay. I thought maybe we still wanted to go up the volcano.
Well,
Your plan was to scry on her after dinner, after they got out getting ready. So I thought, if you guys want to do some role-playing thing over dinner, like if you want to talk to any of the new NPCs, or if you want to talk amongst yourself, or Sutran or Baxi, or I don't know what you want to do. But if you're happy,
I did want to ask Sutran at some point about what she knows of resurrection and constructing chimeras.
Sutran tells you that there's a special type of wizard that's like a surgeon wizard, a Charujan, some people call them, and they are able to stitch together various animals and make them whole. And there are probably only a few gifted people who have taken that path, but it's something that a few non-gifted people have done as well, because they're trying to use more science and learning and things like that. And there are probably some things that are like not true chimeras or chimeras, things that are the result of badly done shape-changing magic. So usually it's done by combining the essence of three creatures into one, but it's possible you could just mold something out of clay that is three creatures or more. Or less. You can make two creature, but a chimera is usually three.
I want to do something fun with Evil Elf. He's for
Sure.
real. Can you help me?
What do you have in mind?
Okay. This is what I'm thinking. We wait until nightfall, and then you play the Evil Elf song. I'll come up out of the well in my Evil Elf costume and go and scare little kids while they're in their beds.
Wait, I come out of the well?
No, I come out of the well.
Okay, I was gonna say. Do you want me to?
Or maybe you get the kids and bring them to the well, and then play the song, and I'll come out of the well and be like, "Wow, Evil Elf!"
Well, I can definitely. I was going to offer a performance as a recompense for all the work they've done, so I suppose I could do so in the square.
Yes.
But what are you going to give me for it?
The chance to have the best show ever.
Done. The screaming is funny.
What?
Done. The screaming is funny.
Oh.
This will be
And
their
to terrorize little kids. Huh?
this will become their holiday. Every year, it'll become a tradition.
The evil elf coming out of the well.
Yeah,
Evil
and
elf
you
seed.
like
Good, or
sing,
she's gonna get you.
yeah, you like sing a song about how if they're good and they don't like question their parents or whatever, then they won't get eaten by the evil elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yarva is listening in on this, and she goes, "Are you going to leave presents or something for the good ones?"
What, do you think I'm made of money?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like flowers or something, or oranges.
Just
Just an idea.
kind of like,
Supergirl's like, give people stuff for free? What? I'll start making some friendship bracelets. I'll be like, we can just hand these out to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
sure
they're all
I
your
could-
friends too, are they?
No,
they're
these, I
not,
mean,
like,
it's different when I
special
make
at
it. If I make one specifically for someone with something in mind, that's different than if I just like make a bunch with like no like, you know, care or anything. And he's gonna be all he's gonna be bright purple as well.
I'm sure I could find. We could find some stuff, some treasure in Baxi to give to people as well. Like I have some paintings I've done in the past.
Oh,
you
okay.
paint
What
too?
about this? What about this? The good ones can reach into Boxy, and whatever they get, they can keep.
Okay, but we should take out all the good stuff first.
Yeah, take them. Boxy, only
Gold.
give them
Our
junk.
gold.
Don't give them gold.
or gems,
or
novels.
they could.
or-
Yeah, we can't give the
s-
kids dirty novels, man. Oh, we're getting so much trouble.
I have an idea. They put Baxi on their head, and then whatever Baxi feels, if they're, a good child or whatever, you can
Depending on
pop
what
up
house he puts them into.
The sorting box.
and put the whatever present he can offer on top of them afterwards.
But I
that
think
should-
it should. I don't think it should be the good ones. I think it should be the brave ones. I think it should be the ones that don't run away from the evil elf.
Yeah.
Right?
Shouldn't it be the clever ones, the ones who figure out some way to avoid or get back at the evil elf?
I don't know.
We could have a maze, and then
Oh yeah. If they,
Baxi
if
could be in the
Or
middle
maybe
of the
maybe they
maze.
have it gives different kinds of gifts depending on how they react to. If they're brave, they get one kind of thing, and if they're smart,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
get another. And if they're dumb,
Yeah.
eh.
If they're brave, or if they have courage or ambition or friendship.
Also, I really love the image of Boxy just sitting on a kid's head, and after a moment, just bloop, and something pops out, like the little sprinkle of confetti.
Yeah.
They get a gift.
I like that drawing Boya did earlier with the box on his head.
yeah, mimicking the guy.
Yeah, it would be just like this, basically.
Yep. Anyway, I guess they spend most of the dinner plotting about this.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll fast forward time to the scrying ritual, and when it's scrying time, they all hold hands, and they invite you to put your hands on their shoulders
I'm gonna do that.
to help join in, and your new friends join in as well. And they're like really excited because they've never seen anything like this before. And there's that swirling of colors in the gem. And then you see Britta Brushwand, and she is standing with a older elven gentleman with a pulled back ponytail, long silver hair, he look like he's old for an elf. You can see like wrinkly lines, like crow's feet in his eyes, and he's wearing like a painter's smock, and they're in a studio, and he's showing like demonstrating like this to a half-finished painting of a devil that she's looking at and seems to be, nodding approval and pointing out things, and they're talking about it in some sort of artistic space. And it's a quite photorealistic endeavor. He's not an abstract artist. And the angel, or sorry, the devil has these big black, big white wings, and the white wings look like they're made out of bones, rather than the traditional sort of bat wing that you would expect to see on a devil if you were not playing in this world. But this world's devils have sort of more like a bone-like, webbed with cobweb, white bat wing sort of look to it.
That's cool.
And that's all you really get before they like are out of energy, and like they were.
Wait, you said that was a painting?
They were looking at a painting of a devil, yeah.
Of a devil, okay.
While it was up, I suppose I would have wanted to look at any other clues for where they might have been, like any windows that might have shown outside, or like text on nearby boxes, or handed maps of here's
absolutely. Give me an investigation check.
Not too bad. A 17.
17.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
Did you want to get in on this too?
I was gonna say, do I recognize it as her art studio?
It is not her art studio, no.
Okay.
Looking around, based upon there being like this guy doesn't seem to paint with natural light. Like there isn't a window per se. There's like a light magical gemstone that's lighting the space. You don't get a clue from looking outside, but with your pretty decent roll, you notice that one of the things that they have, like he's got a bunch of bottles that they are drinking wine, but you can also see some bottles of rum and other things that are more common to the Rainbow Archipelago. And you get the sneaking suspicion that they're probably somewhere tropical, or at least this person has the taste of somebody who's tropical.
Okay.
Visited tropical locations.
Does their clothing suggest that they're in somewhere warm?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's okay. She's okay. We don't. Okay.
She's
Still around.
So that's where she is right now.
As far as we understand how this gem works, I mean, maybe there's something wrong with this gem, but as best we understand it, yes, that's what's going on right now.
It looks like she's still in the Rainbow Archipelago, at least.
Okay.
What island specifically?
But she's not at home.
Yeah, but she's also like not trapped inside.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
but we don't know how to get. Like we don't know where she is to.
Well, I
find her
think
exactly.
she's just at a special friend's house, you know, or maybe she's just giving a personal critique on someone's artwork or something. I don't know, but she's safe, and that's.
Well, she normally lives in a particular city, doesn't she? Like that was one of the things about her.
Yeah, she has her. She lives on a fairly decent-sized island that, you know, she wants people to come and visit, sort of in the middle of the Rainbow Archipelago.
Mm-hmm.
But she lives in a city, right?
Yeah, it's you would absolutely think of it as a city. I don't know if East Boreal would.
Okay.
Boreal might think of it as, you know, a village.
A mid-sized town.
Yeah. This is the biggest place I've ever seen. Wow. Okay. But chances are that she's still in the same place. She's just doing a visit with a friend. Like she's got to be okay. She's got to be all right. So
We'll probably head down fast as possible then.
Alright, okay.
That said, before we do, and before we retire for the night, let us thank you with a performance from the troupe of Isburiel and the Teenage Mental Titan Slayers. And then he kind of like
We haven't settled on that name.
adds it.
Still work in progress.
And then he keeps doing this to Zip.
Right. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go.
Alright.
I'm gonna run off and find a place where there's no one else around and get changed.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Seven.
Alright, you think that nobody has noticed you slipping off.
This is
Um,
gonna end bad.
Where is this performance again?
In the center of town, I believe.
And then Zip is gonna come out of the well, right?
I think Isburiel's actually probably going to start doing like a sort of semi-Pied Piper thing, and where he starts playing just right where they are after eating, and just kind of like go around through the town for a little bit to give Zip time to change and get into the well before he ends up at the center plaza with the well.
Okay. Should I guess I could station by the well to give gifts with Baxi? Maybe lure the children in with the gifts and then come out of the well.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna lower them into the well?
Not into the next to the well.
Hey kids, if you're very brave and jump into this well, there's candy at the bottom.
Oh, they would never ever invite us back
No.
ever.
Okay, I'm gonna get changed, and I'm gonna attempt to lower myself into the well while still like holding onto the side so that I don't drop down.
Right, give me a acrobatics check. It would be athletics, but because it's wet, I'm gonna make it acrobatics.
Go to 4.
Sploosh! You fall to the bottom of the well.
The bug! Help me out.
How did I get out of the
What's-
well last
that's-
time?
There's a rope that goes
Oh,
down
okay.
like so that they can get water.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just fell.
Okay.
May
Wait,
I
so what's the plan? Are you gonna wait and then climb out later? Type of thing. Do you need help climbing out or no?
I think I had help last time.
It's like we built this up, you can't climb out.
I think last
And then
time
the-
you
the
lowered the
party's
bucket
just-
down, and I
Okay.
rode it up.
I think last time actually you didn't go all the way in. We just kind of
No, I went all the way in.
Okay, I
I
thought
was at the
Isubro
bottom
did
of
a illusion to make it look like there was no one in the well.
Oh, okay.
You muted.
Yeah, that's right. Use an illusion to raise the water, make it look like the water level is higher than her head. But I mean, it's probably unaware of any mishaps in the well, so eventually he brings the party around, or the performers around to the plaza, and it's just like,
I'm gonna try and
after-
climb up the rope, or if Bug can help me with the bucket.
Yeah, I will help. I'm gonna help lower the bucket and try to pull you. But I can't pull you up, like, by myself, right?
That's true. I
Well,
guess I'll just
swell.
try and climb up.
All right,
I'd like to interrupt
I'll
for a
help you.
second. I want a performance check from Esporil to see how well this
yeah,
train is going.
before they wander off.
Yeah.
No, great. 13.
All right, you're holding most of their attentions, but not everybody. Not all of them are into music, so there's some that have, wandered off back to do their own thing.
It's mostly for the kids, though. Are the kids following?
I'd say that some of them are and some of them aren't. Probably most of them are. They're probably more interested in the music than some of the other people.
Esperilla starts going into the Ballad of the Evil Elf.
All
The
right.
elegy of the evil elf.
Okay, I'm gonna try and climb up the well so I can get out.
I'll help with. I'll assist with the rope pulley.
I need an athletics check now.
I got an 8.
I was gonna say, Zip, you can make it an advantage because you're being assisted.
Okay, that's good.
Because the zip rolls
Okay.
a nothing.
I got a 23.
Alright.
Yes.
So, you are able to pull yourself up. I would like a. What do I need now? An intimidation check.
I'm gonna like whisper to Bug like, pretend that you're really scared.
And I will allow this at advantage too, because you've already scared the people in this village. You've laid the groundwork.
Okay, I got a 21.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm gonna just Bug, pretend that you're really scared and run away.
I'm like, I start screaming immediately. Oh my god, there's that monster. Everyone, monster.
Alright, so the people in the village are very scared of this. They are freaked out and they're screaming and they're running away and they are not enjoying what's happening right now. They seem very scared.
I'm gonna like climb up out of the well and go, "Ah, evil elf.
Is your song about the evil elf now?
It is.
Like
Yeah.
you're singing about it?
I threw in a verse about how rewards come to those who are brave and face her, or
Yarva
those who are clever. Yeah.
gets the other two with her to say, I'm not afraid of the evil elf. And they go, I'm not afraid of the evil elf. I'm not afraid of the evil elf. And they start walking over to the evil elf. And they're, going, sticking their tongue out.
I'm gonna like climb up out of the well and pretend to like attack them. Be like, how dare you! I'm the evil elf! Fear me!
And they put on a show of, like, a pantomime of being unafraid of you, and sort of when you push, like, they go, ah, and then, like, really hamming up their motions, like, this is all for show. Are you genuinely trying to be frightening at this point, or, like, you trying to make it look like you're really attacking them?
I'm mostly kind of hamming it up.
Okay, give me a performance check.
19.
All right. You managed to lure the kids back with your hammy performance, because you said you're trying to ham it up instead of being intimidating now. The kids come back and they start like throwing things at you. Not big things, but they throw like pebbles and pine cones and things that hopefully will not hurt you, but will represent them being brave.
And I'm gonna go, rah! I'll never go back down that well unless you make me.
And one of them comes over and it's got like let's see, what would they have in this village? They've got a almost empty sack of coffee beans, and they're coming over and they're hitting you with this sack.
Ow! Ow! All right, jeez, I'll get back in the well.
Back in
Stop
the well,
hitting me.
evil elf! Back in the well, evil elf!
I'm gonna say, you vanquished the evil elf, and I'm gonna like climb back down into the well and try and hold on again.
The only thing that keeps her away is to throw gold at her.
Don't throw it in the well.
The
Oh,
The
Jules, Jules.
I'll only leave you alone if you throw gold into the well.
the grown-ups start looking at you very suspiciously, and the kids start picking up things that are like dandelions and throwing them.
Yeah.
I want Zip to make a acrobatics check to try and get down the well successfully again.
Another 4.
Sploosh.
Oh no.
Really bad at climbing
Oh,
in and
no.
out of the well.
You did not have a good time.
This isn't the first time, and it won't be the last time.
I tried to hastily cover up the sound of the sploosh with like a minor illusion of a fanfare of like da 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 da, you defeated the evil elf sort of thing. And then I'll be like, oh, and the brave kids can come and get their reward from Baxi. And we'll gesture toward the box.
All right, the kids line up for their rewards. I'm gonna say that there's a village this size. There's probably only like 8 kids.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's not a big community, and yeah, they're like some teens, but kids that are young enough that like they want to participate in this. There are a lot,
Okay.
and so the one who is hitting you with the sack of beans, Baxi pops out a tin cup. And then the next one gets a gift of a not very good painting of still life of fruit.
For a second, I thought it was going to be the potato painting. I was like, oh no!
Not the potato.
And then the next one gets some chalk. And like the kids at the very end who weren't very brave are now like, I want free stuff. They get charcoal. Because he definitely has charcoal to do like mark his way with. The box he would carry with him. Do you have a
Boxing,
specific...
judge, and jury.
Yeah. And Baxi does give out some fruits to the middle kids. And the adults eventually warm up to this and are thinking like, all right, that wasn't too bad. They tell you how they did not appreciate that at first, but you guys sort of made up for it.
Well, it wouldn't have been very exciting if you knew what was coming, would it have been?
I'm gonna try and climb out of the well again.
I mean, Swell was there ready to operate the
Oh,
rope
okay.
the whole time. He was like,
Zip doesn't want to wait in the well for hours again.
No.
probably just going
I'll
to-
wait a little bit until people have sort of started dispersing, and then I'll climb out again.
It's probably that's going to like clap the shoulder of Proc and Nura and Drzik, and be like, "That was really good. I didn't expect you all to back us up like that. Maybe there's a future as an entertainment trip."
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. We like playing along. I mean, we didn't want the kids to be too scared. Yeah, that was fun. This is a really cool time. I mean, we got to see inside a giant gelatinous gem, a magical vision, and we got to scare some Tabaxis, and we saw some ghosts earlier today that we made a promise to. Like, this is really cool, this adventuring stuff.
This hasn't been anything.
Or at least sightseeing.
Yeah.
you know what they say, you can live in a place your whole life and never really see it, but then travel everywhere else, you know. Take some time, see the sights, and help out anyone that you can.
This isn't a bad place. to say they certainly need some help in not being so nerdy and uncool.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before you hunker down for a bed?
No. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I achieved what I set out to do, which was scare some kids. The most important thing.
Zip's a woman of simple delights.
Simple pleasures.
Simple pleasures. Scaring the children is up there.
Yeah, she really likes the idea that they're gonna like remember her now as like the evil elf. Or that they already remembered her as the evil elf.
You find that Dresdick totally has been leaving you alone for the rest of the evening, Zip. You probably don't even notice, but he does.
There was probably like a kind of awkward moment where like I was climbing out of the well and like Zip grabbed Swell grabbed my hand and we like and Dresdick then was like
Swell still has not picked up that this guy was like hitting on you. He's just oblivious to it all.
Now that you guys are gonna sleep on it, wake up the next day, and you've got a plan of where you're gonna go. Where are you going to go? You have your map to look at if there's something you want to look at. If there's a direction, a place you want information on before you make that decision, because we should be wrapping up for the evening, but I also want to make sure that I have a plan of what to prepare for you next week.
So which one's the nearest port for if we wanted to go to Brita?
that was Rum Rumble, right?
Mhm.
I mean, we should head towards there, I guess.
I wonder if it might be useful to route to the side to go through Sweet Cane and Owl Markets if you want to find out, ask around a bit more about the bookworm and the orange-haired one. Would give us a couple more places to look while still being on the way.
Do people ever travel down the river?
Oh, those are rivers.
Yeah.
Would it be quicker?
Thornwall didn't have any boats, so if you have a boat, then yes.
Maybe when we get to New Firestone, we can ask them if they've got some sort of like some boats or canoes that can take us to Rum Rumble.
Yarvis mentions that she thinks they do have them. That's the village that the Drow have.
Oh, okay.
Which one is the bigger of these towns on the map? Among Sweet Cane and Rumumble and Owl Market, I mean.
All Market might be probably bigger than Rum Rumble. Rum Rumble's got a lot of trade coming through there. All Market is maybe more import. Rum Rumble's maybe more export. Sweet Cane, that's where they make they grow the sugar cane and then they refine it and bring it over to Rum Rumble and other places. New Firestone is built on some ruins and is mostly a touristy area. They've got some alchemists working there too. We're working on interesting liquids. I can't really tell what they're building or what they're making, but they seem to have interesting effects.
That's partly of elves that you saw poking around the volcano at one point too. Do you know if they came through Rumumble or Owl Market?
I think they might have come from Black Sand Beach.
Oh, that's somewhere else entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's far to the right. Well, probably not important enough to root out that far, would it?
We've given up on going up the mountain. We don't want to do that anymore.
Well, I don't, but
I'm happy not to. I think I'd prefer not to. I think we know everything we need to know about if we were going to go up or not, you know.
Yeah, me too. It seems dangerous, and we're just like, it's kind of like wishful thinking that it will be something, but most likely not.
Yeah, I think the sooner we get to Bruta, the better.
a lot of my questions were answered by the scrying around it.
But is there a way we can get to Breda faster, like teleportation?
I mean,
Um,
if anyone
like,
could
is
do
there?
it, you're the only one that could possibly do that, I think, out of all of us. But
Me?
I don't. Can you? You use more magic than the rest of us.
Oh. Well, I'm wondering if there's anyone on the island that would. I can't. I don't know how to teleport, but
Well, there was that snake guy, snake wizard, that we went to see, but he wasn't there.
The one that was dead?
Yeah.
Well, I assume we can't teleport now, so it's a bit hard to ask.
Yeah.
what about? I mean, who was the person that was helping us? The rainbow scarf
Six.
person.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they're wizards.
No, I mean would they know someone on the island that we're not aware of, perhaps?
Well, I mean, there are
spy on
certain
everyone.
areas that we can't scry in, so
Ooh.
they might
Where-
be the locations that are.
A bookworm might be able to.
Which areas could you not? Can you not scry?
Let's see. They will mark them on your map.
Okay.
On a separate layer. What color should I mark them for you? Let's do purple, magic purple energy.
Yeah, sounds good.
One there. One here. Let's see how many are there. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, are you marking it on the map?
Yeah,
Yep.
I can't see it.
You can't see it? Maybe I'm not
No.
making it dark enough.
Well,
No, which?
I don't see it. I don't see any mark.
Oh, I think are you doing it underneath? Maybe.
No, I'm doing it on the top level with map. Maybe
Uh,
it's taking a while to
Oh,
update again.
Oh.
So there's one beside Skydrop. There's one between Skydrop and Red Sand Beach. There's one between Shipshape and Conch Call, and one between New Firestone and Rum Rumble.
Oh, did you mark it or?
I have marked it. I don't know why you guys can't see it. It's on the Sleeping Fire map too. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Maybe I've got the wrong thing here open. Maybe because I imported something.
Oh,
I'm on the wrong map here.
okay.
Alright, so let's try this again. A new layer. About here.
are you marking it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
I was on
Okay.
I was hidden. There we go. There and there. And
Okay, so
there.
we'll
and
pass
there.
right through one.
Okay, I see.
Well, not
We
right
should go
through
there.
it, but
Well, we should try to go there and see if there's anything interesting.
definitely. think we should.
Well, is there anything else cool on the island?
Lots of cool things. I mean,
Any absolute must-sees for a first-time visitor and tourist to your place? Top
Well-
10 locations you can't miss.
a lot of people like to go to Stone Crown. It's a bunch of weird rocks piled up in a strange way. There's the Gorgon Garden is a petrified forest. Skydrop Waterfall is a huge, long waterfall. Some people like that. Ship Shape is a town that's cobbled together from a bunch of ships that sort of wrecked around there, and they've made it into a village.
Intriguing.
Wild Lab, there are a bunch of alchemists and potion researchers there as well. Some of them moved to New Firestone. The Ghost Tree Monastery, they sort of follow the nature path of Lundario, and they learn martial arts there. You want to, I think it's on the map here. Let me just double check it's there. You want to avoid Dream Wall. I don't know if I put that on there. But Dream
It's not
Wall,
on there, I thought.
It's just south of King Mavo's.
there it is, yeah. They're just a bunch of, they just dream all the time. It's,
Oh, what do you mean?
they're
Lotus
just sort
eaters,
of-
huh?
Yeah, like lotus eaters. There you go. And then Flower Haven. That's like a bunch of druids live there, and they maintain sort of a seed library and garden. Firewater's pretty cool because they've got a high level of sulfur, and the water's on fire there sometimes.
Wow, all these things we must come back for.
And Blood Barrow's kind of neat because, I mean, it's a bunch of halflings, but they're all goths and look like evil elf.
You could be an evil tree among the evil shrubbery.
I should say also Green Harvest. Lately, we haven't been able to view Green Harvest. There's something that's been blocking us from scrying there.
Opposite direction.
And there are wizards sometimes in the port cities, but you're looking to get there faster, so I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are wizards in Ship Shape and Long Pier and All Market and Rum Rumble and Iceport, Fairsail. They tend to be around the outskirts. They want to travel somewhere.
Can we bring you with us so you can give us information all the time?
No, I'm not leaving this village.
We'll keep you safe.
No one wants. We will definitely
I'll
not be
keep
keeping
you
it safe.
I keep everyone safe.
Zip will keep you
manifestly not
safe.
true.
That's my job.
And if you do get hurt, I can heal you.
All right, that means that I'm going to allow Bug to make a persuasion check. And it is not, you're being helped and you're being hindered, so I'm not making it with advantage or disadvantage. It's just a straight roll.
Okay. It's a 9.
Nope, sorry, it still looks a little dangerous out there for me. I'm kind of a homebody.
Alright.
Definitely.
Well,
You would not last a day.
call us if you change your mind.
I don't have a way to do that, but all right. If we
Call us
find a
maybe
way.
if that technology is ever invented. So to New Firestone then, and to ask about the boat, and then maybe on to this possible teleportation wizard circle.
Yeah, if there's a wizard there.
Yeah.
If there is, then it's liable to be very expensive.
Do you
I
want
suppose we'll
to
see.
go through Thunder Route or avoid Thunder Route?
Which
We
way is
should probably
faster?
avoid it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. They hate us.
If we go, it looks like the most direct route would be like we should maybe try and go near it in case we need to like go in for any reason, but like go around it basically.
Maybe
I mean, we
they
have people
forgot.
from Thunder Road. They can maybe go in and get supplies if we need some.
Oh yeah, that's true.
True.
Yeah, we're not going back in there.
I mean, it's been a day or two. Maybe they forgot what happened.
Right, they forgot
Maybe they're
that one of
over
the
it.
children was murdered. I'm sure that they'll just forget that.
What? Yeah, no,
no.
I'm definitely not going with you guys.
I didn't say that we murdered them. It's that they,
No,
you know,
oh well, doesn't sound very safe.
circumstances.
Yeah.
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 And on that note,
On that note, we will retire for the evening, and next week we will find you guys on the path past Thunder Route, if you can manage it. Yeah. Thank you for joining us for the evening for the game. Does anybody have a favorite moment or a favorite drawing?
I think this end one was good. Everyone contributed something to it, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these collaboration.
it's a really cute scene.
The little kid getting a reward.
Yeah, getting a thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that you decided to evil elf and sorting hat the village.
They'll never forget us.
Yeah. I'm sure this will be a tradition through the generations.
Yeah.
The
Maybe.
4 orders of the Teenage Titan people. Teenage Titan hunters.
We'll have to come back next year to this village.
Once a year, every year, we return.
You know what? We've already been here twice. I have a feeling we're going to come back again, so don't worry.
They're just so easy to push around.
Yeah, it turns out we are going to have to go up that volcano.
It'll be like a stopping point.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like where it's situated, it's basically like the best spot to go up the mountain, right?
I guess it depends on which side you're coming up from.
Yeah. Like
And
Thornwall, if you're
Mavo's
coming by
tomb-
river.
Oh, that's true. But King Mavo's tomb was like halfway, not halfway, but like partially up the volcano, right?
Yep. And this is like partly up the volcano too. Like this is all fairly mountainous area.
Okay.
There's, valleys, and there's like, you guys haven't seen it yet, but there'll be like chasms and things like that. Like it's not just flat land. It's quite bumpy.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. They shouldered their packs and set off with the 3 Thorn Thunderroot people still in town.
We'll probably sleep until morning and then.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking this is the next morning, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll take off first thing in the morning and head up.
Well, thanks for joining us. We have been Boya and Priscilla and Caitlin and Matt and Brian. Does anybody have anything they want to plug or promote for the week? No? All right.
No.
I will say that, we're planning on doing another show next week, and then we're going to be off for Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and whatever else, and be coming back in the new year. But we're also maybe going to be doing another drawing game on the 19th, I think. And that's our plans. Thank you. Tell your friends.
Yes.
Enjoy your drawings.
Bye.
May your leave a magical mark wherever you go.
Thanks for stopping in and watching.
Good night, guys. Bye.